okay. So it's day 208, and this morning I went across Moosehide Slide to Moosehide with two friends, and there's a big festival happening there, Mooosehide Festival, which is a First Nation festival that happens every 2 years. And it was really hard for me to be there. It was actually the second social thing that I've been to since I've been back, and I found myself sitting there and just getting super emotional and feeling really disconnected, feeling really out of place. So I got really emotional, and I'm finding it really hard to deal with people asking me how I am and how my summer has been. And I'm doing really well, but the fact is that I've been through a really hard time with my husband, and we're separating, and it's not easy for me at the moment. And I'm really trying to figure out what it is, why I get so upset when people ask me how I am. And these are people who don't know me very well. They're kind of acquaintances, but they know that we're separating, but they don't mention the separation. You know, they don't say, oh, I'm sorry to hear that you're separating, are you okay? They just say, oh, you're having a great summer? Oh, you're going back to Australia? As if everything is just la-di-da. And it's what we have going on in our society. We don't acknowledge pain and trauma and hardship. We just want to smooth everything over and pretend that everything is fine when it's not, and it's really unhealthy. So this afternoon I've been trying to reflect on why I get so affected by being out in social gatherings at the moment. And of course, you know, obviously there's a lot going on with me with the separation with my husband, and it's hard to deal with, and I'm in an isolated community where I don't have strong connections and strong community for myself and my support. And when I'm in social situations like that, I don't really know anybody very well. It's not like I have really close friends here in this community. So people are asking how I am, but I don't know them all that well, and they don't know me all that well. And so they're asking me these questions that are just kind of like empty, silly questions that really are just surface questions and are actually really hard for me to answer, because I like to have real conversations. I'm not the kind of person who likes to have these surface conversations. So if something's going on in somebody's life, I want to know about it. I want to talk about it. I don't want to just talk about the weather or work or something like that. I actually want to have a proper conversation about what's going on in life. And so I feel that in social situations at the moment, I have to really, really hold back and basically hide what's going on in my life, because even though people in this community know what's going on in my life, nobody actually directly asks me about it and says, are you okay? or, I'm sorry to hear about that. And that is something that I'm finding really difficult to deal with because I don't think it's a healthy way of being at all. If I know somebody who's going through a separation or something big is happening in their life, when I see them, I actually ask them how they really are doing, and I actually talk about it. I don't try and sweep it under the carpet and pretend I don't know what's going on or pretend it's not happening, because that can make you feel really alone when people don't acknowledge what's happening in your life, even though they know what's happening in your life. So at the moment for me, it's just probably not a very good idea for me to be out in these social situations. And for me, it's more at the moment about connecting with the people I have in my life who are super close friends. And even though they don't live here, I can still connect with them over the telephone and through Skype and Zoom and FaceTime and all of that kind of thing. Whereas being out in social situations in this community is actually really, really difficult for me and just makes me feel incredibly vulnerable and sad. So it's just something that's happening in my life at the moment, and it's kind of the way that I've isolated myself in my life at the moment. And that's okay. It's all right. It's just a difficult time that I'm going through in my life at the moment, and I know that that's okay. And I have faith that it'll be all right. And what I'm creating in my life now, the future that I am moving into, is really beautiful, it's really inspiring, and it's full of really deep connections in a really strong community. And I've had to go through this process to understand what it is that I really, really wish to create in my life. And that's an awesome lesson to be learning. So I'm really grateful for that. So this is day 208. If you like this video or any of my videos, please press the like button. And if you relate to anything I'm talking about, I would love to hear from you. So comment below, and you can subscribe to my channel so you receive notifications when I put up new videos. Thanks for watching.